Top 10 best zodiac signs at giving advice. Greatest to least. Number 1, Scorpio. Scorpio. You can trust the Scorpio. You might not trust anybody, but at least you won't be in anyone's business and you won't be acting out towards anyone irrationally when they give you the advice. It's because it's from their perspective. It's literally what they would do. But at the same time, they'll be holding back a bit because they don't want you to take advantage of their advice and they don't want to be responsible. Number 2, Libras. Libras are good at giving criticism because they can see both sides, but at the same time, they are a little bit indecisive. But when they give you criticism, it's coming from a loving place, and they most likely have opinions from everyone. They also initiated the conversation about you to, they probably nominated the best person to give you that advice, Number 3, Virgos. Now, this depends, because if the Virgo is taking their own advice, then it's tricky. If Virgos are giving that, if they're taking their own advice, then it's tricky. But if they're not taking their own advice, then it could work out for you because they might not be projecting the mistakes that they have made, but at the same time, they have the mistakes that they made, so they're giving you constructive criticism. But it comes really sharply, but it depends on how you are receiving it. Number 4, Leo. You won't be able to miss what they're saying because they're going to give you examples, points A and B, what they think about you, what other people think about you, but how it relates to them, how their perception is, ain't the only perception. But they are, all about attention. So when they pay attention to something, they pay attention. So when they're giving you criticism, it's going to be direct and very expressive and very over dramatic, but then they'll follow it up with, it's not that dramatic, you know what I'm saying? But, in the heat of the moment, you're with it. Pisces will give you criticism based off their perspective of you from all perspectives, from all the emotions, from all the moods, high and low. It might be a little delusional or dreamy of a delusion where they're trying to gas you up to do better in like an imaginative state without the practical ideas. That's why they're number 5, because they're in the middle, but they got all the dreams and imaginations, but at the same time, they give you criticism, but they do it out of place with love. They might be scattered around the place, but they do it with love. Number 6 is criticism. It's coming from Taurus. Taurus will give you criticism based off of how it's affecting them or what makes sense to them. But it might not make sense to everybody. Or if it doesn't make sense, they're going to give you criticism on that. But like if it's something that you can improve on that you're not doing, they're not going to tell you. But if it's something that you are doing, then they will give the criticism on that because... Wait, I think it's vice versa. It's vice versa. If it's something that you're not doing, they'll tell you on that because they don't have something or it doesn't make sense why they don't have something. You're supposed to know this. Yeah, that's correct. Versus they won't give you constructive criticism on what to actually work on if it's like one of those sweep it under the rug kind of advice. Capricorn. Capricorn give you criticism. It's good, but it's very just use or be used criticism and how to manipulate people and use your status. You know, how your status and your reputation to be. They are going to make you feel worse about your reputation than your actual personal life. And then they're going to say your personal life is fine, though. This is just the work life when they give you criticism. Geminis have a lot of ideas, but a lot of their ideas of are from what other people have told them or what other people are thinking, and they're just getting different ideas and then mixing up the communication is basically just what other people are telling them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, even my own moon sign, Aquarius, is at the bottom of the bucket because giving you advice is like, it's dry, it's like rhetorical, and it's in parables. And it's just like too direct, not even a criticism at that point. It's just tearing you down, kind of almost. Because it's a broad perspective. Sagittarius, next to last. Simple fact, they're going to preach to you and give you an inspirational speech and lecture versus the criticism. To the point, A and B. Everyone goes home. They gotta make it spiritual, philosophical. Have you joined the cult to do better with yourself? Sagittarius ain't shit when it comes to giving criticism for real. And then they're like, just go through it. Experience is the best teacher. That's why y'all come in number 9. And number 10, worst sign to get criticism from is an Aries. Aries, they gonna tell you be independent, think for yourself, which is cool. But basically what you're gonna get for that is they don't give a fuck. Stop fucking up so people will see it. I mean, that's kind of like the greatest advice, but if you need details and you need all kinds of that other shit, like structured, it's not Aries. Aries gonna tell you fuck off, go do it on your own type energy. So yeah, those top 10 zodiac signs to receive criticism from my opinion. Just, having fun.